everyone, I'm Adrienne Everheart. Thank you so much for stopping by my website, or if you're here on my YouTube channel, you're interested in coaching with me and having an intimate one-on-one conversation with me, or possibly you're interested in one of my programs, but you're not really quite sure which program is going to be the one that's going to best help you. So I'm going to start with coaching. I do have an intro right into coaching, which is where you get an hour with me. I record the call so you have it for later. Now, if you are international, I have a Zoom conference line that we'll use. But if you're local in the US, I have a toll-free number that you can dial as well. So the way you do that is you just head on over to my website and click the Work With Me tab. The Work With Me tab is going to have a little pop-up there. You click it and you enter the amount for the session, and then you'll get an email pretty soon telling you when I can schedule you and some times and dates that we can work on having your conversation. It's always amazing to connect with you on the phone and really hear your voice. A lot of the work I do is intuitive. I want to really focus on what I'm hearing inside of you. I can connect with the man. So if you're at all in doubt and you're really in a place where you need help quickly, I usually get you into a session in about a week, sometimes a little bit sooner if your schedule is really flexible. When I can hear your voice, I can identify much more quickly the steps you're going to need to take to repair whatever is going wrong. So you cannot stump me. There's no topic that I've ever been stumped at, or anything you can imagine, whether you're married, a divorce is pending, or you've just had a couple of dates and this guy has flaked out on you, down to you are in love with someone and you've recently experienced a breakup. So now I'm going to talk about some of my programs I have. I have a top-selling ebook, of course. It's called 500 Ways to Talk to a Man. Now, this is full of scripts and text that you can use as is. You can send them to your man immediately and get the response, get the help that you're really looking for. Now, none of what I do is manipulative. There are a lot of coaches out there that send you these very manipulative texts to send to a man, and they work on a really temporary basis, but they do turn into a pumpkin at midnight because they're usually based on some form of force or manipulation. Now, I'm a feminine energy coach, so what I do is I help you get in touch with your natural feminine energy. This is what naturally draws a man to you. This is why a man picks you, falls in love with you, and wants to spend his life with you. So I teach you how to tap into that. Usually in dating, the first little bit of dating in a relationship, you're in this natural feminine energy place. You're very relaxed, you're very confident, you're not pushing an agenda. And this is when the man usually chases you hard, he falls for you and wants you to commit to him. So in my ebook, 500 Ways to Talk to a Man, I teach you how to tap back into that energy and realign yourself with your feminine energy and learn how to speak to him no matter the situation. I give you so many examples that you can start healing right away. The topic that I cover is pornography. A lot of times you might find pornography on your partner's phone or your computer. Maybe you're snooping, you're looking. That's a really difficult conversation to have, but I teach you how to have it. Also, money. Does he want you to pay for dates? Does he want to split things 50-50? All sorts of problems like this, right down to sex. Grooming, you know, when to call a guy back, you know, when to be available, when not, how to move from dating to commitment. I mean, the list is just vast with that book. My heart and soul is in that book, and you will feel that. A lot of people sometimes tell me, well, these scripts that you've sent me, they sound too robotic, or they sound so automatic. Well, I want you to adjust them for your voice a little bit, but it is going to feel a little robotic, saying things that you haven't said since you were about 4 years old, if ever. So for most of us, we lost that touch of that feminine energy. We lost contact with her because we had to survive. And with feminine energy, for example, the women before you, your mother, your grandmother, they maybe had the right to choose birth control and to vote and things like this. So all of the women that have lived before you have survived by being nice to men, and this is how they've had to survive. And so you've come by this really honest, that you can't really be in touch with your feelings and survive. So Jane Austen did it better than anyone else. Her books were so wildly popular because they sold the notion of romantic love. Not love that meant you would have a roof over your head and you could take care of your mother and your 4 sisters and your sick father. You know, it was something more romantic. So now in America and a lot of modern civilization, we do marry for romantic love, but we're still behaving as if we need to be nice to the man for survival. Now, with my ebook, 500 Ways to Talk to a Man, you can also get a special video program. It was a class I held called How to Talk to a Man 101. You can actually get the book and the video together for just a little bit more, or you can get the video series separate, your choice. If you need a little more hands-on approach on how to talk to a man 101, that program is for you. So you can get the ebook, 500 Ways to Talk to a Man, as well as the video program, How to Talk to a Man 101. Those two go together very, very well. Now moving on, I have a program called the ABCs to Get Him Back. This is a top-selling program that I have because it really works whether you're married, a divorce is pending, or you're in a relationship with a man and you're wanting more, you're wanting commitment, but there's been a breakup. Now, I am the breakup expert. I'm very proud of this. I've certainly endured enough of them. I was beautiful, intelligent, I had a great income, I had everything that a man would want to offer. So why were guys continually dumping me and breaking my heart? It really didn't add up. So I have since, of course, learned about feminine energy. I have learned how to extract this and awaken this from you. So that's one part of it. But the other part is rebuilding with this man. The process of rebuilding, the psychological process that he's going through where he's finally feeling like a man and he's walked away from you. So he's feeling powerful having walked away from you, and he's also struggling with some stuff. The things he's struggling with are most likely he can't provide. On some level, he cannot provide for you. Or he can provide for a little while, but he can't maintain, all right? Or he's competing with you. So men don't compete. Have you ever seen 2 rams go at it on the mountaintop? They're competing. There's only one alpha. So if you are competing with this man in ways that you're maybe not even aware of, just as a powerful dynamite woman, you're a high earner, you know a lot about business or whatever it may be, you might make a grand $2,000 more than him a year. But in the house, if you know how to run everything, make everything work, and you're on top of it, and he's a big dum-dum, which a lot of us feel this way about our guys. They can't load the dishwasher right, they can't pick the kids up on time, they can't fold the clothes right, whatever it may be that he was doing so wrong, he feels less and less and less and less and less like a man until he finally moves out, gets his own place, and you don't understand why he would dare leave you, your beautiful house, or anything like this, but now he feels like a man, you see. So I help you rebuild this with him so he starts feeling like a man, and guess what? You're going to feel like a woman. Instead of being exhausted and tired and overworked and figuring everything out for everybody and figuring out how this is going to turn into marriage or commitment or relationship that you want, you can go into receiving mode. It is so super magical. So that is in my program, ABCs to Get Him Back. Get the complete program. It's 2 different sessions I held with 2 different groups of women. So you're going to learn so much. I also teach you my marriage manifesting tool in that program. Don't miss it. It works for a lot of things. It works for money, it works for marriage, whatever you want to do. Now, my favorite program that I've really put a lot of my heart and soul in is New Man Manifesto. This is a law of attraction based program. It has so many volumes of information. It has so many class recordings, and these classes were 2 and 3 hours long. If you really want the biggest library that you can possibly get from me and get homework that is going to begin to shift things on a energetic level, on a vibrational level that's going to help you attract the type of man that you're seeking. If you're into that sort of work already, or you're curious about learning more about how attraction works, how manifesting works, and how you can really master this and bring it into your relationship, New Man Manifesto is the one you're going to want to get. So many women, we're amazing at income, taking care of our bodies, making a beautiful home, and creating all sorts of things and manifesting amazing things in our lives, but we fail at relationships. So I help you get past those blocks and figure out what you're doing wrong and start manifesting the loving relationship of your dreams. I, of course, was dreaming about my wedding, and I would take this hike up this little mountainside with my dogs and pretend I was doing the wedding march. And I would just imagine getting to the top of this little hillside in a rock garden and seeing the man I was in love with, his eyes looking back at me and saying, "I do." And ladies, I still get a chill because that's where we got married. And we got married on the same little hilltop by me not forcing anything. But other times I knew that this is what I wanted, and I knew that feeling, that experience was what I wanted to have. So I teach you how to tap into this. There's a lot of layers to it. I'm grounded in this material. It's part of everything I do, and I look forward to sharing that with you in New Man Manifesto. Now, I also have some amazing programs with my BFF, Helena Hart. We are both feminine energy coaches. Helena is just amazing. She and I, you've probably seen our videos, we balance very well with our energies, and we have both had separate but also similar experiences. So you're getting a really well-rounded experience when you take a class with us. We actually have something called the Complete Unzipped Collection, where you get from heartbroken to happily ever after and find and keep the one without coming undone. I recommend both of those programs. It comes with a library full of books that Helena and I have written, and they're quick reads. They're not like something that you need to sit down all night and read for a couple of weeks. They're quick. We really give you this information in a way that you can absorb it very fast and put it into your life immediately. So I recommend that program with my friend Helena Hart. It's the Complete Dating Unzipped Collection. So even if you're married, don't be scared by the dating part. It's really about quantum dating, which is something Helena and I both teach, which is where you really keep yourself open and available. You're receiving arrows from men everywhere you go. So that essence, that feminine essence, that energy is always at 100%. Now, if you're suffering from heartbreak, or you are even separated from your husband, or you can feel that distance is happening, the ABCs to get him back is what you're going to want to waste no time downloading and begin learning about, especially if you're suffering with heartbreak right now, because you need a friend right now, you need support, you need to know that you're not alone in this, and that things are going to get a lot better for you. They really are. A breakup is the best thing that can happen for you, but you got to get to that other side, and all that amazing material in between is going to change you forever in some amazing, amazing ways. I hear about it every day from my clients. So check out ABCs to get him back. Now, if you want a really well-rounded experience and you want to know about a little bit about the ABCs to get him back, but you also want to know how to find and keep a partner without coming undone, you get both me and Helena Hart all in one program. Actually, it's two programs that we put together in the Complete Unzipped Collection. This is like getting your master's degree in dating and relationships. That's what we do in this program. New Man Manifesto is really going to get you shifted into a new way of thinking, feeling, and being about men. I love that program. It focuses more on how to use law of attraction techniques, but also all of the techniques I use in feminine energy, dating, and relationships. I couple all of that together for you in New Man Manifesto. And as always, if you need a coaching session with me, feel free to use that link, a private coaching link on my website. If you need to just go a little deeper, you need to get answers, get things understood. I went through about 5 coaches in this process. I just really couldn't get it. So you're not alone if you need a little extra help this is money well spent. Once you learn this material, you're never going to go back. You can't unlearn it. In fact, you can teach this material to your girlfriends, your daughter, your mom, your sister, whomever. Share it with everyone that you now have this knowledge. So I hope this has really helped you determine which program's best for you. Again, the ebook 500 Ways to Talk to a Man and How to Talk to a Man 101, those are going to be just the foundation that you can use no matter what situation you're in. I think every woman should have this. If I would have known this information or had this information, I could have saved myself so much time, so much heartbreak. So I have really condensed it and given it to you in a format that you can understand and put to practical use in your life. I hope this has been helpful for you. I'm over at everheartcoaching.com/courses. You can read more about everything I offer there, and I hope this video has helped you decide what program is going to best meet your needs. I'm always here for you and sending you so much love, and thanks for tuning in. Bye.